Hello, good morning. Today is my last day here in Japan, and I want to give this little tour to myself in the future. This is literally how you enter the room. Put your coat in. That's my board, I'm ready to leave. Lights here, no lights. Well, lights over here and over there. Now when I showed up, I said, oh my goodness, this is so small. This is it. This is the living quarters. I can't believe it. Well, here's the washer slash dryer. It does everything. All your settings, dehydration, so forth. Again, I got to get this for my house. Toshiba. All right. Here's the, since that's the washer cleaning side, this is where I wash up in the morning. All right here, what I do is you just, wash your face, get everything set. Here's the light, start things up. And this is interesting how you can pivot this and raise it, lower it. And I don't know, and then it has great power. That's right there. They got these windows, obviously. You open your windows, just crank that baby up, close it like that. All right, I didn't know what this was, I'll explain it later. This is where you wash, hang up your towel there, the lights. There it is right there. So you have all this can be used for the shower side. Here's the bath side of it. The tub. Again, you got a window, the same one that is just right here as well. You got your clothes hangers right here, so just in case if this isn't dry enough, you have plenty alongside with the ventilation system. And this is what I mean by the ventilation system. You can turn that on, it'll bring it to whatever temperature you like, and then long duration. This itself has this. I didn't know what this was until I turned on the water and I realized it was just cold. This is fascinating. So that's, I gotta turn it off, but you turn it on, it gives you the exact temperature that you want your hot water to run. It goes to the exact temperature and it stays there for the whole duration of your shower. So you do that, it'll turn it on, it'll give you a warning, sign that this is very hot. Now you can obviously use the cold water and mix it with the hot water, but strictly in hot water situations, this would actually be the temperature, and it'll be set to that standard. It won't even go above it or below it. And you can set it up here too. That's pretty cool. And I'll warn you again every time. All right, so that is the rest, and that is how you take a shower. Again, that's the front door entrance. That's why I'm so amazed how they just got this in a small facility. So just like this. That's it. That's what you got so far. Now right here is the kitchen on your left side. This is where you would do everything. Cook, wash your dishes. Ventilation again is up there. And there's a light as well. So that's it right there. And again, you got your hot water, cold. That's your knife, your scissors, your other things. You don't keep any of their chemicals here. There's nothing. It's very clean silverware. That's where they leave it right here, by the way. You have a separate storage bin where you can leave things. That's, again, the entrance is right here. All right. You got this right here, which is basically your refrigerator, nothing fancy. Now this is the cool part right here. This is where you use the toilet. And ventilation again is up there. They have the system to obviously shoot up your butt crack right there, your butthole, and it'll do wonderful cleaning. I put it up to the max because that is it right there. I know it's weird at first, but it's pretty nice. Now the coolest feature is when you flush the toilet. When you flush this toilet right here, automatically what happens is that you wash your hands right after you're done. Now this means small, but light, and then This is heading right there, and that turns on. Great ingenuity. I think that's where they keep their toilet paper or whatever. And you still have toilet paper here. And or towels, extra towels and so forth. See that? It just keeps going. And then once it's done, it'll stop on its own. Right about now. Sweet. Okay, that's it. Restroom completed. All right. It's off. Off. Oh yeah, there's the breaker. Just in case something goes wrong. It's right out front. There's no box, so you don't have to lock it or anything like that. Close it, it's just right there. All right, so that's it right there. I left the trash, I gotta take the trash out before I leave. So, there it is. Hope I don't forget. This is where I thought, I said, all right, I might have to sleep on the floor. This is all the room I got. That's what I initially thought when I came here. But nope. Open this door. And once again, it's your living quarters. Close it. It's regulated again. Room temperature. It regulates the room temperature. Here's the overhead AC. It actually points directly to the bed. So when you sleep, you always get consistent room temperature, cold air. They have a television, which I never used. There's no view to look at here, but there's sunlight. I can open up this window. Here is where they store the other, clothes or so forth. My baggage, which I overpacked because I just realized since there's a laundry service here that I can do on my own. This is way too overpacked. Next I'm going to bring something smaller. The backpack should be all right, but that can work. But this is the reason why I brought this is because I brought my skateboard, and that is exactly what I love to do to get around. And I want to let you know that it just gets better here. Try to keep this as clean as possible. There's a trash can right there, and there's a microwave / oven. I don't know what it is. I never touched it, but that's another Toshiba. Got blinds, and then right here's the great part. So in case I get a visitor, because this is also one of their complexes, this is their intercom system that I can talk to the person below. And just in case of emergency, I need a flashlight. There's a built-in flashlight into this place. And you just grab this, and it turns on to see what is going on. Super cool. Put it back where it's at, it will automatically turn off. You have master technology. Here's the LED light, which I never turn on because it's so bright. This room would be it's like it is the sun at this time. And that is pretty much it. Oh, I forgot to do this too. I gotta turn this off when I leave. That's it. I just turn it off. I never touched this. I don't know what this is. And this is a good Airbnb spot right in the middle of the village where I have just about everything. Oh wow. All right. Thank you again. Oh, by the way, they use U.S. outlets. I connected my charger right there. 10 out of 10. I was satisfied throughout this process. Have a great day.